Delve Deeper is a turn-based action strategy game for Windows that combines HD pixel art tile placement and RPG elements in a bright and humorous atmosphere. Up to 4 players take command of dwarf mining teams in this fast and furious dungeon adventure meets devious puzzler, building the map as you play for an ever... doesn't continue. It's from 2010. Let me hit play so it can start. Yes, make all the changes you need to make so I can work with you. And it looks like it's gonna be iffy on graphics, but if the play is good, it will be okay. This is not a free game, but it is a cheap game. Okay. And you have opened, which is awesome. Okay. Let's start with the options and turn down the sound before it gets too loud. Woohoo! Okay, you're gonna make me go all the way through it. Okay. Accept. And you did not pick this up. So, this is something that starts with D. Delve Deeper. There we go. Yes. Oh, and I should put that in chat because I'm going to forget and somebody's going to come in and want to know what it is. Delve Deeper is up. Okay. Also, this is National Thank a Mail Carrier Day. So if you are one, thank you. And if not, you should thank yours. Okay. Play. Hidden away deep in the depths of the Gasu Mountains are the most elite of the gnomish merchant princes and their private estates. While not as juicy a target as Fort Knox, the gnomish reserve bank, the Gasu Mountain villas, are still a tempting target for any dwarf willing to stoop that low. It is entirely illegal, but when it's your king ordering you to, how can you say no? So this tutorial is on. It says Big Gnome Hunters 4 players. We are a singular player. Do we have a solo option? Do you just automatically give me players? Everything's 2 or more players. Well, let's try the Desert Divide, I guess. The king has commissioned a dig in a divided desert mountain, prophesied in aboriginal dwarf lore to house oodles and caboodles of shiny baubles and boobles. Not knowing what a booble is, the king has sent you upon the task of finding out. Okay, we're going to try it. Choose teams. Oh, I would like to be green. Is that an option? Yes. Okay, I am green. This purple is not an option. Click here to begin. Sure. So far, this is a mouse game, just in case you were wondering. So I hear you're new to Delve Deeper. Select your starting location. Well, don't you worry. I know everything there is to know about mining in these mountains. Stick with me, kid, and you'll go far. I'd like to know how you got purple, and I can't. Besides, the whole point of this mining operation is to fill my royal coffers, so I wouldn't want you to go in without some basic knowledge. You do want to please your king, don't you? No, I really don't. Well, the first thing to understand is how to move the camera around. This will aid you in your search for treasures and relics. Simply click and drag using the right mouse button to look around. But if you're using a gamepad, use the right stick to pan across the map. Wait, I can use a game stick? Well, now nothing's working here, so I guess not. You can try that now if you'd like to. Then again, perhaps you would rather hear about how you can zoom in and out using the mouse's scroll wheel or the gamepad's left and right triggers. Enough sightseeing, let's get to work. Well, this part works at least with the mouse. It looks like there are a few empty mining campsites. Suitable locations are indicated by empty billboards and elevator shafts dug down into the mountain. Move your mouse over a valid camp and left click to claim it on the gamepad. Just move the hex cursor over the camp you want and press A. Whoa, I was actually just trying to look around and hit the wrong mouse button. Okay, we only have one. Okay. Player 1 is selecting a start camp spot. Yes. Okay, right there. What was I supposed to hit again? Let's move you back. I can push A on the controller at least. Except you're not reading my controller. Can't remember if I was using it earlier today. Okay. Enter. No. Oh, that's interesting that that moves you. Okay. Is there a way to go back and reread that? Controls. Okay. Access the grid, toggle full screen, camera, confirm, enter and spacebar. I am using the right buttons. They're just not selecting. Okay. Okay, resume game. Space and enter. Maybe I'm not in a spot that's allowed. Okay, now I am. Looks like you built yourself a mining camp. A fine looking camp it is. You may have noticed the menu to the right side of the screen. This is the tile selection menu. Each of your turns begins with picking a tile to place. You may also have noticed that there are 3 different types of tile to choose from. This is because there are 3 different layers to each of the Delve Deeper mountains. Your mining camps will always start in the dirt layer, which is highest up the mountains and brownish in hue. It's nice and safe up here, not fit for dwarves. Farther down is the stone layer, which appears more gray in color. Finally, there is the deep layer, which is greenish and eerie with vileness. That's what they wrote. I'm just reading it. It's creepy down in that deep layer. The monsters get progressively more dangerous the deeper you travel in the mountain. Then again, the riches are progressively greater the deeper you go. So delve deeper. It's all in the name of the game after all. For now, you should concentrate on selecting a tile. Start by selecting a depth from the menu. Then select A, the tunnel shape from the next menu. You can rotate these around and fit them together like a puzzle. But you can only place tiles on depths you've connected your camp to. Link your tunnels to a stone or deep tunnel or empty hex to unlock those depths. It's not as complicated as it sounds. Give it a try. So there's an auto option, which I don't want to do right now because I'm not going to learn anything. Okay, so now we have a tile here. And I have to place it, and it looks like I can only place it, oh, to the right. Whoop. You don't know why I'd want to do what right now. If you're devious, you can also place the tile off of opponents' tunnels to reroute or impede their process. But you didn't hear that from me. Okay, it looks like I have so, like, how do I make this work? Accept? Did I do it? Undo. Dirt. Okay. So, no. That's not what I wanted to do. I don't know what the heck I did. I'm selecting a dwarf to move. Sure. A few things about that stat box at the bottom screen. You'll notice a red bar representing your dwarf's health and a green bar representing his movement. If the red bar ever falls to 0, your dwarf will be knocked out and unavailable for movement, while his health is at 0. But fear not, because dwarves, being both stalwart and hardy, manage to get back on their feet after losing only 1 turn of movement, though they will revive with only 1 measly point of health. Remedy this by moving your weakened dwarves to your mining camp, or a blue fairy mountain, and your turn there, and they'll be healed start of next turn. Now then, the movement bar is indicated by the green bar. This represents how many hexes of tunnel this dwarf can travel this turn. You'll also notice that the maximum range of the selected dwarf is highlighted on the map in a golden glow. Pretty useful. The swords at the bottom are indicating of how strong this dwarf is in combat. Scouts are the weakest, fighters are the strongest. The small empty boxes at the bottom will hold miners to be returned to either your mining camp or a gnome bank, things like gold or gems, for example. The big empty box is for relics. These glowing treasure chests spread around the map. Turn them in at your mining camp or the bazaar. The basic idea is to grab as many goods as you can safely handle and get them back to the aforementioned locations. Trade them in to score. The team with the highest score at the end of the game will be proclaimed by me as the winner. The loser does the dishes. You can monitor the leaders by checking the scoreboard in the upper left of the screen. This also keeps track of the order of turns from top to bottom. More on that later. For now, try to mine some minerals from a tunnel wall. Grab an available relic or explore deeper into the depths. Okay. So he should go here. It seems I've decided to mine this tunnel. Good for you. Mining is the first step towards filling my royal coffers. In these mountains, there are 3 types of mineral for you to mine: gold, gems, and mithril. Mithril is the most valued, found only in the deep layer, and silver in both color and sparkle. The gems are the next most valuable, found in the deep and stone layers. They sparkle green, red, and blue. Gold can be found on any layer and is the least valued of the 3. Not that I don't still love it. Every dwarf that is on a hex with minerals will mine 1 unit of that mineral at the end of their turn, so long as some is left. If you spend too many dwarves to mine too little gold, someone will have to walk away empty-handed. You can guess how much is left by the mineral veins and amount of sparkle, or look at that nifty signs that happen to populate the mineable tunnels. I wonder who put all those signs down there. Your fighters, miners, and scouts have different mineral carrying capacities. They can't mine when they're full, but are too greedy to drop anything. Remember to return your loot to your mining camp or a gnome bank when the dwarf fills up. Okay, so he is doing that. You can go here. You can go here. Great. And I think there's a 1 there. And who's this guy? Woohoo! Where did I just send you? Here, I guess. Whatever. End turn. Oh, they're putting lanterns up. I didn't know we could do that. Looks like it's your opponent's turn to move. Okay. What the heck are... Oh, those goblins. Your dwarven opportunity have the same mission as you, namely the mine, collect, and pilfer their way towards victory. They will also aggressively seek out your dwarfs that are nearby targets if you look too provocative or laden with gold. We wouldn't want that. However, they will also help clear the monsters out of the mines, build tunnels, and light up the passageways. Did I mention that monsters only spawn in unlit portions of the mine? Place lanterns in your tunnels to prevent monsters spawning near you. Each dwarf will light a lantern when they end their turn without being in combat, unless there's already a lantern there. Lanterns can't light around corners, so place lots of lanterns to chase away shadows. Some deep, dark, and isolated areas of the mine will build up huge piles of angry monsters cut off from tunnels. Use this to your advantage. Connect those hearts of darkness to your foes' tunnels to unleash a horde of monsters upon your dwarven opponents. The last part of every turn is when the monsters get a move. But before they move, monsters will spawn in the darkness. The deeper you explore, the deeper in they will spawn. Those deep monsters give me the willies. Monsters will usually try to attack the closest dwarfs. Use this to your advantage and open convenient passageways for monsters to harass your opponents. Looks like you're about to start a combat. Now this is what I'm talking about. Fight for the glory of your king. 1 second while I get my popcorn. All combats are to the death and take place automatically, so you don't have to worry too much about them. Every combatant takes turns swinging. The order that they attack in and who they pick on is determined by the movement speed. Speedy combatants attack first and get hit last. The slower strike last and get hit first. Attackers go first in case of a tie. So it's to your advantage to initiate combat if you think you're going to win. Fortune favors the bold. You see those boxes on the sides? Those display the name, hit points, average damage, and critical hit percentage for each combatant. No, I don't see those. Critical hits can really turn the tide of combat, so watch out for creatures with high critical rates. It's one of the multitude of reasons I hate goblins. Remember, if you end up losing the fight, all those dwarves will be KO'd for a full turn. After they revive, you can heal them at the mining camp or a ferry. But enough of my regal blather. To arms. Okay, so that was dirt. The next layer is stone. And we would like... Can I move it? Oh, look at that. Okay, right there. Accept. Good. So, now we have to send these guys back up. You're gonna go back up. And one of you is going to go back up. I think that's per turn, so we're just gonna move them all back up. We'll try leaving you and just see what happens. Okay. And they're moving. Looking good. The Desert Divide has more and more monsters these days. Attention choppers, something, and it's gone. Okay, so you are going... Oh wait, I have to do my turn first. Like to do something in this stone, maybe here-ish. Well, you can do anything. Oh, we do get other options. So... Why can't I pick any of these? Yeah, right there is fine. Okay. So you are going up here. And... Oh, okay, so you're going to go... there. And... you think I'm going to put there. You go after this guy. Yes, he has entered combat. Did I see the big glowing axes? Yes. Once in combat, your dwarf will remain in combat pose. End of your turn when you fight it out. All fights are to the death, yes. So make sure your side's gonna win, yes. Okay, and then this guy can go there. Pick that up. Yeah, I found some treasure. You'll notice that your dwarf will grab as much as he can carry, and leftovers are placed in a smaller pile. Make sure you send another dwarf to grab the leftover loot. Miners can carry most, just so you know. Convenient, you can send the dwarf to either do your mining camp or the gnome bank. Keep in mind the gnome in charge a 2-point convenience fee. Okay, treasure piles generally come from fallen monsters or dwarves, but some might start at the beginning of the game map. Be sure to keep your eyes peeled. Yes, they're peeled. Sure. Oh my gosh, I'd like to put you there. I can't do that. Can't move you. Okay, that works for that. Let's enter and see if they live. That'll teach them, so we won. Okay. They're moving around pretty well. They're battling. Okay. So we wanted to go over here. We're in the stone layer. And I want to connect these. Don't think that's gonna do it. Maybe like this one. Right over. Whoa. Yeah. No. Okay, so you are not gonna work. We know that there's ones that kind of do. Yes. You look like you've got all sorts of options. Yes, accept. Okay. Now, woohoo! He's gonna go there. You are going up. Woohoo! You go over there. Okay, you are also going up. And woohoo! You, having lit the way, are going here. I wonder if there's a way to get more dwarf. Okay. So he's loaded up. I guess we're into turn. And there they go. And they're off. Little scurrying things. I have to say the gameplay is better than I thought it would be, and also different, and I don't see it lasting. Impressive. Did I do something, or was it them? Oh, here come the goblin. And some blue wizards. And that's green, so that's us. Okay. So, woohoo! The first thing we need to do is connect that, maybe? Okay, so we need to go down there because there's like goblin stuff. So that's stone. Not that one. No. No. Also no. None of these really are great. They're all just like backwards what I want. Okay. Just this one. Yeah, right there's one. Why is that not okay? No. Okay. Accept. Sure. Okay. Those two are going to come down, but you need to go up. Oh. You're coming here. No. You won't travel. Okay. Well, that works for me. You are coming up. This guy, gonna go grab that. The one over here is going up here. No, you don't want to move. Moved you. You need to go up here. Why don't you want to move? Yep, you're now involved in that shit show too. Okay, we're calling it good. That's all that wants to move. Let them take their turn. Okay. You're going down. They're battling. They discovered the Rune of Rust. Some things are better left in the mines, huh? Oh, good. They won. Okay, next. Yes, stone. And we'll just put that. Yes, there. Okay. And I didn't want to move you there. I wanted to move you. Okay. You need to go over here. You don't want. Okay, there's 3 sets. Oh, by royal decree. Playthrough tutorial. We just got a Steam achievement. We finished it. Sometimes chests from the depths contain undesirable artifacts. You might be charged a fee for damage to my royal treasury, but the risk is worth the reward usually. You can only carry 1 relic at a time, so make sure to return it into your nearest bazaar or back to your mining camp. Through the Ooglers are known to charge an exorbitant 2-point fee for their service. I wouldn't risk arguing too much with these large, amorphous, multi-eyed traders. Okay, so that one, going up here. Come on, why are you guys not like selecting and going where you need to go? Okay, now you also need to go up here. All right, I guess that's it. Controls do leave a bit to be desired there. I also wish you could speed up this part. They're still running though. Scurrying around. Okay, is it our turn? Yes, of course. You're helping with the bags. Uh-huh. As it goes to your royal treasury. Yes, yes. Okay. And need that connection. The stone stuff, yes. Don't think there was a good one. Oh, you won't let me use that. Okay. Can't use that one. What could we use? I want literally the mirror image of. Doesn't seem to exist. That can't go there either, really? I wonder if you're a different depth. Well, apparently we're not doing that now. Okay. You should come down here. Okay, you come over here and grab that stuff. Gopher needs to go up. No, you guys aren't moving where I want you to. Okay, you're a 2-sword. You there. You can set a light over here. You. Join these guys. And turn. He's taking his turn. I will refresh Mom. And this is Delve Deeper still. There we go. Oh, they found a foul odor. Good for them. Yeah, I don't want to get something like that. Okay. Goblins are moving. Back. Okay. There's a battle. Okay. So, you... Oh wait, I have to do this part first. Deeper. What's the plan? And... not a lot of choices. Okay, so I can't do this one. Okay, so there's that. Undo. Go back. Choose one with a better option. Really? None of them go downward. Well, that sucks. Okay. It's gonna be you. Accept. Okay. So, our first dwarf there, and he is going there. And our second dwarf is going up here. You didn't go where you were supposed to go. Most of you do not listen. Oh my goodness. Let's just put you down to rest. Okay. Can I somehow move you to there? What the? Okay, I've had enough of this. The controls do not work well with the dwarfs, and it is annoying. And that is the end of Delve Deeper.